What was that?
Where did we leave off?
Uh, you know how it's different this time because it's serious or whatnot.
I don't know. The thing that, like I said, I I don't need, and I'm just gonna be brutally honest, right? I don't need validation, right? Like, sure, it would be nice to fucking hear it sometimes, right? Like, but I don't care, right? Because, like you said, the way you feel about the Emperor and the way he feels about you is how I've felt about him for as long as I can remember. And it's the same way I feel about the guild. You know, they know I have their back no matter what, and I know that they have mine, right? But it it just feels fucking miserable knowing the shit I've done for the Emperor, and I have to think that he doubts that I give a fuck, or he doubts that I'd be there for him. It feels like fucking shit, and I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think once again, you told me you don't know if you genuinely believe he knows that you'll have his back.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Have you tried talking to him?
Every time we've talked recently, it's just been a fucking argument. Or Harry's there saying something fucking stupid and it sets me off. Or I don't know. This whole thing with the fucking
Harry
Simones,
catches so many strays.
I don't know. Lately, it doesn't feel like
Do you love the Simones?
no, no.
Do you care about them?
I care about one of them,
Okay.
but it's not like it's not like I wouldn't hurt the one I care about, right? It's just more or less it didn't have to get to that point at all. And it did. And I'm not gonna sit here and
And
say,
and you know what? At the end of the fucking day, I get where you're coming from. It's unfortunate that it's gotten to this point because you do care about one of them. But the fact of the fucking matter is, it is at this point. And you can sit there and you could say, sure, I know how lying is. Maybe lying could have contributed to this situation. Absolutely. But life's a fucking two-sided street. And ultimately, we're at this point, and both those fucking Simones, whether it's by my hands or somebody else's, are gonna fucking die.
I mean, I agree. I even though I'm sitting and arguing for Michael's sake, it doesn't mean I disagree with that. And it's never meant I disagreed with it. You know?
You see, if
Nothing
I
is
had it
going to
my way,
compare. What?
I'd chain up Nicholas Simone and have a camera and make Michael watch the entire time and know if he even tried something slightly, I'd press a little bomb on a controller and blow his fucking head open.
I know. I know.
I'm not gonna go into the details of the heroin operation.
Lately, it just feels like the Emperor. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. even if he asks me, right? It doesn't feel like it ever matters. And it feels like he is just doing me a favor if he doesn't do something, right? And and it's never like, you know, it doesn't feel like, it just doesn't feel like I matter. I guess is the best way I can say it.
So it comes down to for lack of better terms, because I don't have a better term for this, it comes down to wanting validation.
It it's not
It's
validation.
oversimplifying it, but that's the best way I can oversimplifying it.
I mean, maybe. Uh, I'm not kidding when I say I genuinely don't care, right?
Okay.
Like that's not me trying to like
But to be fair, to
say
play devil's
anything.
advocate here, if you didn't actually care, then you would understand that he's probably fucking with you, and that he's gonna have your back and you're gonna have his back. But obviously, there's something there that is making you doubt that, and so you do care to some extent.
Yeah, I definitely care. I definitely care. I don't know. It,
And if you don't think Lang cares, then you're fucking dumb, nephew.
I don't know if I told him this. I told someone, but
I'm. Continue. Go ahead.
it it just feels like it just feels like I'm another fucking tool in his fucking utility belt, and he doesn't particularly fucking care about it. Like he cares that it can be useful, but that's about it.
Well, I understand you might feel that way, but that's not reality.
Yeah, maybe.
God, I'm such a dick. You know, let's be honest for 2 fucking minutes. Cause I already brought it up. My past marriage, there was one person. If there was one person in this whole fucking city that hated that marriage, it was fucking Lang. Right? You agree with me
Yeah,
there?
I I definitely agree. He did not like it.
Fucking hated it. Wish it never happened. You know who one of the only people that has asked me throughout this entire fucking divorce if I'm okay is him. Him, Penny, and fucking Layla are really the three that have asked. As much as he hated it. You know, as much as he would fucking shit on me for that fucking marriage every single time I would see him. He's one of the only people.
Yeah. If it means anything, which, I mean, you might not believe me, but I was worried about it. You know, I guess worried about you, but it, you do not seem like the type to want to bring that shit up. So I didn't.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But my point is, uh, even though he fucking hated that shit, he made sure I was okay and had my back.
Yeah. Maybe I'm fucking jealous. Maybe I'm jealous of you, Uncle D. Maybe because it's a brother thing with you two. That
God
it
fucking
feels like
damn it.
you have his
God
respect.
fucking damn it.
And for me, it's never gonna be the same. No matter what I do, no matter how many connections I make or anything, no matter how successful I am,
Oh.
no matter what I accomplish or what I try to, it just doesn't ever feel like that.
Well, you gotta understand, me and Lang have been brothers since I could fucking remember. I mean, there's also a different dynamic between having a fucking adopted son and having a fucking brother.
Yeah.
Adopted brother, if you will. I mean, you shouldn't be jealous. It's just a different relationship.
Yeah. It just never seems like we're on an equal playing field, I guess.
Well, I mean, you're a son.
I know that. But
You think me and Lando on the same fucking playing field? Dude, I'm such a dick.
yeah, I guess.
Such a dick. I'm such a dick.
I don't know. I've never told anyone, not even people in the guild, about the talent shut. I've never even thought to.
Yeah, I never told
I've
my
never
wife.
I've never thought to. I tell them everything. They know everything about me, except that. None of us have ever told anyone. It's just there's so much shit that we haven't done. Or I should say there's so much shit that I don't know. I think I'm just repeating the same shit at this point. I don't like that he fucking doubts it. I it just I don't know what to do. I don't know what else I could do. Do I have to kill another one of my friends? Do I have to keep another secret for another 3 fucking years?
Or maybe you could just sit down with him, have a fucking conversation, an actual conversation, and say, look, do you actually think I would ever do something against you? Serious. And then go from there.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we could sit here and we could talk about this, and we could talk about your feelings and how you feel about it, and what you think, how Lang, you think maybe Lang feels about it, but at the end of the day, you ain't gonna fucking know, and I can't fucking read his mind, even though I have a pretty good read on him. I can't read his ultimate mind, so I'd recommend it. You call him, you ask to talk, not fucking screaming at him at the top of your lungs, not fucking, not being emotional, and just say, hey, can we have a serious talk? And then sit there and say, look, do you actually think I would ever go against you?
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I
I'm
love
not
you
gonna
and you're
fucking
the
talk
most,
to
you're
him.
one of the most important people to me.
He told me to not talk to him for 3 weeks, so I'm not gonna talk to him for 3 months.
my god. Why did he tell you not to talk to him for 3 weeks?
I don't know, because they had a fucking argument where he refuses to acknowledge the shitty things he's doing.
What was the argument?
I don't remember. I've talked so much in these last 4 days that I don't want to talk to anyone ever again after this. I'm so sick of it. I just wish Michael and Nick were just fucking dead already. Just so I can be done with this shit.
I'd recommend calling him before the 3 weeks are up, and definitely before the 3 months are
Oh,
up.
I'm not calling him. He can call me.
I swear to fucking God. You're a fucking cocksucker.
I have a question for you, Uncle D.
Go ahead.
You know who Cousin is?
Yeah, of course I do.
You think the Emperor would let me kill him?
Why the fuck do you want to kill Cousin?
Because he linked shit about our bench to someone that didn't know about it.
Oh my god. Okay. Give me the full story.
Cousin went to Bucky and told Bucky to contact Lando, Bjorn, or the Guild. They're out of extended mags.
That's such a Cousin move. Alright.
Like, he told Bucky we make them.
So who knows at this point?
Us, Speedy, and Cousin.
That's it?
And Bucky.
That's it.
And whatever the fuck Bucky did with that info.
I mean, I know.
Well, yeah, but
So I'm saying,
you know everything.
yeah, so who else outside of, like, that
That's
group?
it.
That's it?
The Guild, you, and the Emperor. And Speedy and Cousin. Speedy and Cousin know, because we decided to make a deal with Speedy to where we would let him exclusively sell the extended mags. In return, he let us use his bench. So if I ever want a deagle, I can just go make one.
Okay. I mean... Bucky is like... I mean, I can't use the excuse that he doesn't talk, because he does talk. Does he talk to a lot of people?
I mean, I don't disagree with the fact that Bucky's probably one of the best people that could have heard it in a list of people, right? Because I do trust Bucky to an extent. But that's not really the point that matters to me. The point that matters is Speedy has already done something stupid like this, and this is the third time they have let something slip.
But when you get into business with Speedy, you gotta know he's gonna slip up.
I don't know that.
It's just common sense, Yeager.
That's not common sense to me.
It is common sense. It's fucking Speedy.
The Emperor was there with the deal. He didn't let me know that. He didn't tell me that. He didn't say, be careful.
Do you know how many times okay, do you know how long I've been in business with Speedy? And I will wake up at like 6 a.m. to fill a giant order, and I'll go over there to when we used to run our op together, and there would be no key. And then I'd have to wait 3 days and call this motherfucker, and I'd be like, where was the key? And he'd be like, hey, puto, I was high, I forgot. I'll put it in there now.
Yeah, that's
he just
fine and
always
all.
does shit like that. That's just Speedy.
Yeah, but that shit could get us in jail forever. You understand? Like, it's... I don't give a fuck if it's a mistake. I don't care.
Have you talked to Lang?
Yes, I have.
What was his stance?
I told him once, he forgot, so obviously it didn't matter. And then I told him again, and he acted surprised like he never heard it before. And he said, we'll talk about it later or some shit. And I understand fucking with cousin has bad repercussions to it, right? I get that. Because cousin knows about shit that a lot of people don't know about. And if I try to fucking kill him, he might open his fucking mouth again, but this time on purpose. But I don't think that should be fucking considered, to be honest with you.
So there's no other way for you to handle this.
I mean,
it has to be blood.
I'm sure there are other ways, but how am I supposed to react to that?
Violence isn't always the answer, my nephew.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Trolling him now. Don't fucking raise your voice at me.
Violence isn't always the answer? Is that what you just fucking said?
I am 100% dead serious. It isn't always the answer. It is mostly the answer, but it ain't always the answer.
So what's the fucking answer? Just let it go? Huh? You freaked out,
have a
cousin,
conversation.
You little rascal. Don't do that again, please. I don't want to go to jail for the rest of my life. Is that okay with you? No, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, could you please not tell anyone? Try your really fucking damnedest not to? Is that what I should fucking tell him? Should I grab a fucking joint and shove it down his throat and maybe you'll fucking choke on it this time? Because obviously the smoke isn't fucking killing him.
You know, get some materials or something. I don't fucking know.
What?
Make him give you a bunch of fucking materials.
I don't want fucking materials. I want him to not ever fuck up like that. But after I told the guild this, or after we all talked about it, we realized that Speedy is fucking stupid. And not just like, haha, that's Speedy. It's, oh man, this is bad.
Oh yeah, how'd you come to that conclusion?
Well, we realized how people found out we had a fucking meth lab. Because one group knew about it. You want to know what that group was?
Oh yeah?
It starts with a V. And they live in the barrio.
Alright.
Speedy let it slip that Bjorn is the one providing meth to him. He let it slip. That's confirmed. That happened. The meth lab shit, we don't know. We have two guesses, right? Either Speedy and the Vagos, who knew, or the BBMC, who had a guess that we had a lab. A guess. I'm gonna think it's the fucking Vagos that told people. But that's fine, because they were high, right? Just let it slip. Just an honest mistake.
I mean, do we want to talk? Do we want to just start killing people over every fucking mistake, Yeager? Is that what we want? Is that what we want to do? Because I could call up Lang right now and say, well, shit. Eve's not okay with killing Nicholas Simone, so maybe I should kill her. Is that what we want to do? Is that the route we want to go down, Yeager? We want to kill everybody over every little fucking mistake?
Eve is...
Because I could call up Lang. I'll start cleaning house. I'll clean house of everybody.
Number one, Eve wouldn't say Nick shouldn't die. And if she did, she's fucking dumb. And she knows she's dumb. All of that shit, all of the valid arguments we had against the Emperor are all thrown out of the window the second Nick Simone tried to have him shot. We all understand that.
Okay, perfect.
But it's fucking stupid to sit here and... Again, it just comes down to the... It just feels like my issues don't fucking matter. And it feels like if anything were to happen, it's not a, alright, we're family type deal. It's a, I'm doing you a fucking favor.
Well, I mean, this won't be solved until you have a conversation with your father. But you're too fucking petty to have that conversation.
I'm not calling him.
Yeah, exactly. So you're too petty.
20 more days.
You're too fucking petty to call him. Which means this is gonna go unsolved for 20 fucking days. And this is only gonna get worse in 20 fucking days. Because you're too petty to call him. And you know, when I go and talk with him, he's gonna refuse to call you.
Because he's a fucking bastard.
You're doing the same thing!
He's the one who told me not to talk to him for 3 weeks.
And your response was 3 months.
Yeah.
Alright?
Also, this Michael shit has entered a new stage, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't entered a new stage.
He has a goddamn missile.
What?
And not just any missile. I can't remember what Trey called it. Intercontinental missile or some shit.
Where's the button? Where's the fucking button?
We don't know.
Give it to me. You better go fucking
know.
find it. Who gives a shit about you and your fucking father's petty little fight? Go find me the button and blow this cocksucker's head off.
We don't know where the fucking button is. We don't know anything about it. We found this shit out last night, and we don't know what to do. The plan was to tell the Emperor, and maybe have the Emperor try to contact a fucking senator or some shit to see if this fucking city has a goddamn nuclear deterrent. No one knows this, by the way. Just the guild and you. The guild, Trey, the guild, and you are the only ones that know about this shit.
Is Trey not the guild?
No, he's not.
How? Okay, he's not the guild. How is this guy not the guild? Like this guy. Okay. Whatever.
Because people don't trust him. And to be honest with you, no one blames anyone that doesn't trust him because Trey is fucking a suspicious person by nature.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But I think like 3 months ago, I got everyone to group up and we talked about Trey, right? And it pretty much ended with people not trusting him, giving valid reasons for it. And, you know, I trust him. Okay, I do trust Trey, and the shit he told me yesterday kind of solidified it for me with the whole Nick and Michael shit.
And what about the third Simone?
Who? Andy?
Yeah. How does she factor into this?
I talked with Andy, and the TLDR of that convo was that she cares about Nick or Michael. I don't know. She cares about them, but she cares about us more. And in her experience, it would be just a dumb fucking thing to do to fight for them at all. And, but not that she would want to, I guess. Said that losing us is more important, or losing us would be more important than losing Nick.
True, McConnell. Well, I feel like you don't want me to give my opinion, so I'll hold it.
Of course I want your opinion.
I think you should make her prove that, but that's just me.
How would you do that?
I'll make her set one of them up for you.
Yeah. I don't know. To me,
I'm such a troll, dude.
the honest truth for me is this, right? I trust Andy because of the shit she has done for me for the last fucking year and a half. However the fuck long ago you guys got married. Because obviously, we only started hanging out with her, or even talking to her, was because of you, right? But since then, she has helped us. We've had a great relationship with the HOA because of it. And, I don't know if you know this, but Andy and Sis are, they know about our shit.
You just said nobody else knew.
Oh yeah, and Andy and Sis.
Oh my god.
Forgot to tell you that.
Okay, so all of the HOA knows.
Well, they don't know we make extended mags.
Hello.
Are you done yet?
No, I'm still talking to this guy.
Oh my god. I don't have much time. I need to take care of this business now.
Okay, well then fucking handle it on your own. I love you, but this is important.
No, I need your help.
This is super important.
Finish it. Tell me.
Motherfucker, you don't tell me what to do.
You're right, and I'm so sorry for that. That was so wrong of me. I love you. Goodbye.
Love you too.
Andy and Sis know about the rocket launchers because they're the ones that sell it for us. They don't just know to know. They're our middleman. After you stopped coming around, the only person we decided we could really trust was Andy.
Mickey folded in 0.1 second.
Obviously Sis, right? But none of the HOA, maybe the HOA do know, right? Maybe they do. I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't. But one of our requirements was that Andy and Sis not tell one fucking person in the HOA. I think we said that maybe Julio could know, but that's it. No little grunts in the HOA, no fucking patched members, no command. You two and Julio are the only ones that can know.
Okay, so this is how this goes, right? This is coming from somebody that helped start the HOA, okay? Let's say you told Sis that, for example, right? And Sis actually tells Julio. I don't even think Sis would want to tell Julio. I think it would be Andy that would want to tell Julio because Andy would feel bad that he didn't know. So then Andy tells Julio. Julio then lets it slip to the wrong person in the HOA. Now that person might hold on to it, or maybe they tell one other person in the HOA. You get what I'm getting at?
I mean, I get you, and I'm not gonna. Nothing is fucking set in stone because, like you said, we can't read people's minds. But I do believe that Andy would honor that because we're the ones that asked her. We're not just like a group she can trust. We are family with her. Like, I don't think she would betray that. I do not. And ever since we told them, no one like has come to me about it either. You know, like no one knew, no one. It's like we never told them to begin with. So there's like no, or not anything that I could use to, you know, say that she would have.
I mean, at the end of the day, that don't necessarily matter, right?
What do you mean?
I was only reacting because you told me that nobody else knew. That's the only reason I even brought that up.
Yeah, well, they don't know about the mags and shit. They don't. I don't think we even told them about anything else. We only told them about the rockets. They don't have any need to know the other shit we make. But yeah. I
Doesn't
mean, I
Michael
trust
know?
Andy.
There's no way Michael don't know.
Well, yeah, Michael knows.
All right. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Michael Simone knows, which means Nicholas Simone knows.
Dot.
Nicholas Simone
Possibly, yes.
wants to kill my fucking brother and your fucking father and wants to
Yeah.
hurt him by any means necessary. Now,
Yes.
he might know that you have this bench and the contents of this bench.
Yeah.
And you're more worried about Bucky knowing than Nicholas?
Well, it's not that I'm not worried. In fact, that's a huge fucking point of why this whole thing has pissed me off. Is that Michael now can say something, right? I do not think he will, because I don't know if you know anything about Hydra and the Simones right now. Have you been caught up with
The
that at all?
fuck? No, why the fuck would I know anything about that?
I don't know.
What happened with fucking Hydra?
Hydra, Miguel, I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know former HOA Miguel, yes.
Miguel, Michael Simone faked his death, right? Do you know that?
I remember we were talking about it ages ago.
Michael Simone faked his death.
Okay.
Miguel took a sniper rifle, one that Michael Simone used, and the police know is Michael's. Took that sniper rifle from Michael's warehouse and turned it into snow. And said, Michael's alive. And handed him the sniper. And for all we know, is working with the police to find him. Okay? And Michael, I had a talk with Michael about this. This was before, everything went to fucking shit. Me and Michael had a talk about how that kind of shit is lower than low. how you can pretend to be this giant criminal organization, and your first instinct after you didn't get what you want is to rat to the police and work with them. Now, I agree with that concept, to be honest with you. And Michael agreed with it too. So, I think if Michael is anything, he is a little freak with principles, right? And I don't think he would use that against us. Because, like I said, I told Michael,
you think this guy has principle?
yes, I do.
You think this fucker has principle?
Yes,
You think the brother
I
of the
think Michael
guy
has
that
principle.
had Cy Carter, the biggest snitch in this city, go after my fucking brother has fucking principle? I don't think he
Yes.
even knows what the fucking principle is besides his high school fucking principle.
Look, again, Michael is my friend, or was, okay? Whatever. Not important. The point is this, right? Michael and Nick should be separated. Okay?
John B. Wiggle, John B. Soul.
Before everything hit the fan, they should have been separated. They should have. And it was valid to separate them. Not anymore.
Well, why would it be valid to separate two brothers?
Because Michael had nothing to do with what Nick was doing.
Okay,
He had
and
nothing
can
to
I?
do. But
I'm
listen,
gonna.
please
Can
let
I?
me finish.
All right, finish.
He had nothing to do with it. Nick personally made sure that Michael is a dead man. He did. Nick Simone dug his brother's real grave this time. Now, with that said, Michael, I talked to them yesterday, and I said, you understand that going along with your brother and not killing this dude, you understand that he's ruining your life and you're still with him, right?